Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 5. We present about tourism planning and development case study on Bako National Park Ecotourism Sarawak. We will discuss the tourism component, planning standard, ethical and sustainable value, strengths and weaknesses, recommendation and application of sustainable development goal and SDG. So next slide. So this is our group member. We have 7 members that participate in this presentation. So next slide. So, why we choose Bako National Park? From the from the background, established in 1957, oldest national park in Sarawak. It located approximately 37 km from Kuching, famous ecotourism destination in Malaysia, known for rich biodiversity and rainforest ecosystem, home of endangered proboscis monkey, support conservation, education, and sustainable tourism. So next slide, I will pass to Ihal.
Next, I will explain about the significance of this study. Bako National Park is one of the leading ecotourism attractions in Sarawak and it's well known for its rich biodiversity and natural beauty. It is an ideal example of sustainable tourism because it balances environmental conservation with tourism development. The park also contributes to the local economy by generating income and employment opportunities for the nearby communities. In addition, it provides educational experiences for visitors to learn about wildlife, ecosystem, and environmental protections. Therefore, Bako National Park represents a successful model of sustainable tourism planning and development. Next.
In this slide, show the six tourism component of Bako National Park. For attraction, Bako is famous for its proboscis monkey, tropical rainforest, mangrove forest, sandstone cliff and beach, and diverse wildlife. Next, in terms of accessibility, the park is located about 37 kilometers from Kuching and can be accessed by road and boat. The park also provides amenities such as a visitor center, trekking trails, campsite, and rest area. For accommodation, including lodge hostel and guest house, is available for visitors. Visitors can enjoy activities such as jungle trekking, wildlife observation, birds watching, camping, and nature photography. Lastly, supporting service like boat transport, tour guide, food service, and tourism information help enhance the visitor experience. Overall, these components make Bako National Park a complete and attractive ecotourism destination in Sarawak. Next, we go to the next presenter.
Thank you, Afian. So right now, I will explain about planning standard applied at Bako National Park. So the first one, zoning management. Zoning management is implemented by separating conservation zone from tourist area. This helps protect sensitive ecosystem and wildlife habitat from excessive human disturbance. Second, sustainable infrastructure. We use eco-friendly trail and facility with minimal environmental impact. Third, visitor management. It includes design trail, regulation, and safety guidelines to protect both visitor and the environment. The park also control carrying capacity to prevent overcrowding and conserve natural resources. Lastly, resource management. We use focus on waste management, environmental monitoring, and habitat conservation. These standards help preserve the park while providing a safe and enjoyable visitor experience. Thank you.
Next presenter. Ethical and sustainable value. Sustainable first, protect biodiversity and ecosystem, promote responsibility tourism. Second, community respect, preserve local culture and tradition, encourage ethical tourist behavior. Third, stakeholder engagement, government agency, local communities, tourism operator and researcher. And fourth, fair distribution of benefits, employment opportunities, support local business. And finally, responsibility wildlife behavior, follow park regulation, respect wildlife and reduce environmental impact. So next slide.
For the strengths and weaknesses part for Bako National Park Sarawak, the strengths part is rich biodiversity and unique ecosystem. It is a home to a diverse flora and fauna, including the proboscis monkey. Presence of proboscis monkey. It is an iconic and endangered species that attract many visitors at Bako National Park. And then a variety of ecotourism activities such as jungle trekking, wildlife observation, bird watching, camping, and others. And then strong community involvement. There are many local communities benefit through jobs and tourism-related businesses, and support sustainable tourism to promote conservation, education, and responsible tourism practices. Lastly, educational and conservation value by provide learning opportunities on biodiversity and environmental protection. For the weakness part, firstly, environmental degradation risks by increasing visitor numbers that may lead to habitat damage and pollution. And then wildlife disturbance, human activities can disturb wildlife and their natural behavior. Third one is trail erosion. Heavy foot traffic may cause an erosion and damage to natural trail. Fourth is waste management challenge. Improper waste disposal can impact the park environment. And then dependence on boat transportation. Access to the park is weather dependent and can be distributed by the weather. Lastly, pressure on facilities and infrastructure. Growing tourist arrival place strain on existing facilities and services. Okay, I will pass to next presenter.
So for the recommendation, to improve sustainability, several recommendations can be implemented. First, strengthen Bako National Park ecotourism branding at the international level. Second, introduce digital visitor management systems such as online booking and visitor track. Third, encourage greater communities participation in tourism planning and decision making. Fourth, improve environmental monitoring program and conservation initiative. Lastly, promote responsibility tourism awareness among visitors and maintain carry capacity. So, alignment with Malaysia National Tourism Policy NTP 2020 and 2030, sustainable tourism, digital transformation and inclusive economic growth. So next presenter.
Okay, I will present about SDG application. We have SDG 8, which is design work and economic growth. In this, we have create employer opportunity for local community, support community based on tourism initiative, encourage local entrepreneurship, improve income generation through tourism. Second, we have SDG 30, climate action. We have develop climate resilient tourism infrastructure, strengthen environmental monitoring program, reduce environmental risk to ecosystem, protect biodiversity from climate change impact. Last, we have SDG 70, partnership for the goals, which is collaboration between government agency, partnership with local communities, cooperation with tourism operator and NGO, knowledge sharing, and resource mobilization. Next.
So, in conclusion, Bako National Park is one of Malaysia's most important ecotourism destination. The park provides value environmental, educational, and economic benefits, all through challenges such as environmental pressure and increasing visitor number exist. Proper planning and sustainable management can help overcome this issue. With continuous stakeholder cooperation and responsibility tourism practice, Bako National Park can be remain successful model of sustainable ecotourism for the future. So thank you. That's all from us. Thank you.